Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for the comments. Had a very good comment from the yesterday's video. Did I teach classes on the astrology that I know? It's actually in process. The thing is that by establishing those classes, I'm involving psychology, philosophy, astrology, and spirituality on one thing. So the people who are actually going to study with me in this, and also they're going to be evolving within this, they're going to be coming to the universe, and this is why I was waiting for the people to come in and make some comments like this. So yes, it is a process of work. Yes, if you know me from my other channels, you know how I work. I work through the universe, which is the proper way of doing the things, because when the students are ready, the teachers appear. And this is it's been a long practice, not only of mine, but throughout the world as well. So, with that being said, classes they're going to be making about this. There's going to be some preparations there. My house can host classes very well, actually, here. Is that going to be here? Is that going to be online? This is going to be determined down the road in there. But just guys, so you know, they are going to be. So, what's cooking? What's cooking in there? Hi, Christine. Hi, Namira. Glad to see you guys here. So, what is it going on today? After yesterday's energies, okay, following up from this, you got to the point that you understand things has to be a little bit different. You understand old keys won't open up new doors. You already got particularly that energy. And what are the energies they're going to do? There's going to be a guidance. The guidance is going to be a coming in as the moon is going to be transiting into Capricorn. Guess what happens? She is trining the direct Uranus. Uranus is the bringer of the innovation. Currently, he's in Taurus. That innovations that Uranus is going to bring into a Taurus in there, right now it's going to be going into the intuition, as the intuition is also looking for what is the new ways in there. I am going to do the new things. How I'm going to be establishing all this, okay? And the guidance is going to be coming in. The ideas is going to be coming in, but that it's coming in for one reason, because you're going to see whether the moon is going to be joining Pluto, the transformation process. Because see, you saw the situations, you try to do the things, they don't work, then you get in the guidance of how the things is going to get to work, and then what do you need to do? You need to transform. But transformations processes, they have to be accepted into the soul. Without acceptance through the soul, you're not really going to put it into a practice. Okay, because it has to come from the soul to tell you certain things, which is philosophy. So you can put it into a psyche that says, okay, it's possible, I'm accepting it, and I'm going to do it. And then, guess what? Everything gets put together, and you got, guess what? You're doing it. And this is going to be some, the energy that is going to be coming in today. So, with that being said, 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon is going to be at Capricorn. It's going to be opposing Jupiter. It's going to coming out of this 17 degrees in there. And as we are seeing it, the Jupiter is a 16 degrees. That kind of like a strong opposition, it's already passed. You may going to feel certain energies like, I need to do things, I need to get there. But at the same time, the moon, it's going to be a squaring Chiron. You have anything to do with the inner child? Possibly, yes. That's going to be repeating again and again, because Chiron is going to be sticking around for a little bit longer in the areas. So don't think about that you just kind of like for a one day you can heal everything and you can unite your inner child with you. because throughout the inner child in there could be a lot of things. Okay, so be more focused into the reality. All right. The moon is also sextiling Mercury, and now through this Mercury, we are going to see that through communications, you realizing a lot of certain things that comes in there. Hi, CC. Thank you for being here at the channel. In there, Angel. Thank you for coming in. And what are we doing now? The ascendant at 7 o'clock is going to be a focus with Mars. We talk about this Mars. Mars right now, it is focused more particularly of the growth that he needs to be looking at of the family patterns. But also Mars is what? It's sextiling Lilith. Usually right there is like, okay, I have to reach out to the shadow. The secret things, the secret situations that are made it there. So with that energy, we're going to start up the day, and 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Mercury. Beautiful. If you're talking about certain things, it's like about family patterns or how you acting in the family patterns, very good talk. Mars is supporting those particular review actions in there. Okay, even though that your intuition is going to be like, I don't want to talk about it, you're going to feel like it's the proper things to get done. Okay. All right. So new collections. Do you know YouTube inauthentic content strike? Well, it's about time for YouTube to do some things about non-authentic. This is 100% live and authentic content. So thank you for this reminder. And there. All right, 9 o'clock, the inner work at Capricorn, it's going to be very close to the moon. We're going to see from yesterday this energy is particularly with Mercury that it's there. Ascendant is going to be with Chiron, and this is going to trigger some of the patterns that you have not really looking at and not heal within you. Okay. The triggers is going to come one way or another because you need to figure it out why you do certain things, why you don't do certain things. Okay, so with this as the path of the evolution it's coming in towards us, you're going to be start seeing it and particularly work on your own self. The authority, which is the sun in there, that it's going to be a sextile with Chiron and the ascendant. It's going to be, this is the right thing to do. Okay, so basically this is like a internal part of father-child situation. Okay, and with this energy, I see some lots of positivities. Okay, as we already have what? We already have a Saturn who is jump in already into Aries. You're going to feel that the new structure that it's coming in there is going to be start developing. You're going to work on a new structure one way or another. Whatever that new structure it is, it's going to has to be made. All right. 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with the moon. This is going to be put some pressures into the intuition, but the ascendant, it's very close to Uranus. Now that the energy of the moon, it's looking into the material world, it's going to start like, okay, let's see what the world needs. Let's see what the world has to be. Let's recreate new things, new ways. Let's figure the things out to do the things totally new, different way. This is going to be a totally revolutionary thing because that particular trine from the end of Taurus towards the end of Capricorn. This is the material world making cardinal changes. And since Uranus is the one who is responsible for sudden changes, sudden alignment, now the moon it's going in there is like, oh, I got it. Okay, so this energy is going to be starting at 10 o'clock, and we're going to see some at 11 o'clock. The energy, which is the moon, is going to be there tomorrow. with Pluto. We're going to see this energy about the transformation. And that transformation, it's going to be happening to what? It's going to be happening into particularly within the shadow work, but it's also is going to be start working with Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus because they're all connecting. Okay, they're all connecting there. All right, 12 o'clock. This is the hour of the authority, usually the inner work with the sun. It's coming in together there. That energy is going to be matching pretty good with the ascendant that is at the end of Gemini. A lot of things is going to be in the air. You're going to have to feel it. It's kind of like a get your antennas out, pay attention to the things, to communications, friends, and people who come in and asking you to go moving forward. Okay, I mean you're gonna feel certain patterns as the moon is opposing Jupiter, maybe a patterns from a family or things from the internal self with the inner child, because the moon right now it's at 20 degrees of Capricorn. The next hour, this is gonna be some challenges. And what the challenges is that currently the North Node, Mercury, and Venus, and the inner work, they are squaring Lilith. Things of the shadow. Is the shadow stays in your way? It is the shadow hides your dream. Is the shadow is the key for your happiness. There's gonna be some lots of this going through, but all that energy is gonna be shifting back to where? To Cancer. Let me show you what I mean, what I'm talking about, what I'm reading here, so you guys know about it. Here, that is the Venus, which just represents love value, since it's in Pisces. This is at the end of the spirit, what we need to do. Should I not? This is the North Node in there, and that's Mercury. As we see in it, this MC, which is the midheaven, is there in Pisces. This is the inner work that we need to come in. In the natal chart, that MC or a midheaven is responsible to show you what you need to do to manifest it down below into the fourth house at home. What are you going to bring in it there at home? Okay. So as we are going to be working at that, this energy, we see that the energy is particularly asking for what? Visions and guidance. But the vision and guidance, they're coming from what? A Cancer. Some of you is going to be reconnect back to your family. Maybe some of you is going to ask a family members, and asking for what you should do and what you can and so on. But before do that, look at it, your family planets with you, because Jupiter is retrograde. He tells you to go back and revise things. So my suggestion is go look at it, the history of the family tree, the family patterns, and there, if you have to make a family tree. All right, 2 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at the end of Pisces. The ascendant is going to be still at the ending of a Cancer. Right now, that oppositions with the moon is going to be even more, but you're going to feel through the inner work that the proper things are going to be happening within. As the moon, it's going to be moving more and more towards the end of Capricorn. She's going to be reaching these energies in there that they're going to be particularly of understanding structure, visions, and combining that energy tomorrow with the transformations. Here is how you're going to be start seeing it and realizing the transformations. It's needed not only for the world, because the world needs to be transformed, but also what needs to transform is the personality, the intuition. Where is your focus? Okay, so if you're going with the sheeps and going and you're throwing yourself out of the mountain, you gotta be turning yourself like the black sheep that goes back. And this is gonna be the winners made with that. All right, 3 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Aries ascendant. It's going to be at Leo, fire, fire, fire with what? With also with Lilith, that it's in Sag. A lot of things are coming out in the surface, a lot of things coming out in the public, a lot of the things you want to say and share into the public, right? Don't forget about it. Philosophy is at Sagittarius, okay? So it's all the publicity, the book writers, the people with art, everyone who wants to make some sort of expression. All right. Hi, darling. Thank you for being here and watching the chat. Much appreciated, baby. Love you. See, it's always good to have a great partner watching your back. You know, that's beautiful. All right. 4 o'clock. This is going to be the inner work with Chiron. Can put some a little bit pressure of childhood. Oh, I cannot do that, or I wasn't like this, and so on and so on. You need to look at your authority, because that authority in there within you, it has to be including the inner child within. If the child is not happy, you're not happy. And this is what is a lot of the people, they're not happy in life because the inner child is not happy. Okay? So involving it, the inner child with this, it's going to be a very beautiful. And since the sun, the authority is sextiling, it's going to be a very beautiful. But be mindful about blockages of these emotions, because the moon right now, it's really squaring it. Because that the moon, it's at pretty much at 22 degrees. Chiron is at 23. So even the next hour, that energy is going to be even more increased in there. All right. 5 o'clock, the midheaven, it's at Taurus. Very beautiful energy with the Pisces, and Jupiter is like, okay, I see this, I evaluate this, so I need to do this, because I learned from the patterns of the family trees that they were not successful in there. That doesn't mean that I don't have to be successful. See, this is one of the pattern, why the reason you were born in that family pattern, okay? Pay attention to what you have in Cancer. Where does the Cancer fall in your natal chart? Okay? You cannot work it out, your progressive chart, if you don't understand why the heck did you came to this earth, why that energy that you came here was with it. Okay? It's very particular, very powerful, because even all the opportunities that's coming in there, you have not resolved your primary energy. Okay? So, Angel, my midheaven is in Capricorn, which is just about working hard, right? I already work hard. It is my nature. It is my blood. Angel, what zodiac sign and what house is your midheaven? It's very, very, very in there. And I know you said it's in a Capricorn in there, but what house? Okay? Because usually people with midheaven at Capricorn, they have something to do with healing others, serving others, be there for others. And it's also what else do you have on that Cappy, on that Capricorn? Hi, keeping it going. The energy is going to get intense. This is going to be as the midheaven. It's going to be with Uranus, and the energy all of a sudden is going to be intense because the ascendant is with in Virgo. How can I organize myself? And everything says follow transformation, follow Pluto. Pluto is with vertex. Here is. Everything else you're trying to do and organize your love and values. You try to organize, your communications and everything. But the shadow says like, no, you have not resolved your shadow issues. Okay? You have not done this. And here it's divine, it's coming, it says like, change, transform. Things are coming. And as the moon is trining Uranus, And that's the inner work. And now, since you get here to that inner work, if you're going against that authority that it comes in there, you're not doing right. You put your authority against the universe. But if you get that synchronization's energies, they are going to a Saturn and Neptune, new visions, new structures, new life. And that energy is coming down where? To the moon, into the Pluto, right? Now you get it. Now you understand it, what the things are in there. According to my birth chart, I will email you. We can get over my birth chart in there. This actually positions of the 10th house Capricorn, okay? Usually those are the people who servicing others. You came here to service other people. You came here to either to be working in the medical field. You can work also in the service, such as this, you can be emergency medical technicians in the fire department. You can be something like a fireman, policemen. You can work even in the social security, like providing something, doing something with people to help them out. So yes, just email me and we are going to be going over it. If you need some help in there, we're going to figure things out. But also, the 10th house Capricorn is about lawyers, attorneys, and of course, politicians. Okay. All right. Going on at 7 p.m. As this energy is going to be continued to be piles up in there, within, particularly with the North Node and Mercury, as we saying. In there, you're trying to figure things out, but now we're going to see that the ascendant is going to be telling us here, review these patterns, and that is going to come in and help you to resolve the issue. Stop fighting. But understand that the fights that are coming in, particularly within Gemini, within the duality, is going to be increased. Can the Lilith shadowing everything? Can the duality of the Gemini comes in with all the negativity within the air projecting into the spirit? And can you, getting a lack of organize yourself, you put pressure in what you're thinking, because Mercury at Pisces is what you really deep digging, soul searching, thinking there. Okay, so now this energy, as we are saying it, we see in it this yacht that it's made from the ascendant and Jupiter. What is it pointing in there? Mars. Your divine actions. It's going to be a require new divine actions in you. Okay. All right. Thank you, darling, for posting the email. All right. Well, after you understand everything, I will show you something good right now. After you understand and understand how the astrology, psychology, philosophy, and spirituality, they're all working together. You put your things inside of you. You see what you need to work on it, but you also see how you organize yourself. And that is what's going to be preparing you to be in a good, a good relationship within yourself, but also that's going to ultimately leading to good relationship with others. Can the divine has the finger in there? Yes, it does. You see, for 1 hour, from this to this, and you're going to figure it out yourself, and you're going to figure it out everything that it's coming. Where did it come from? It comes from a Chiron. It comes from the sun. The energy, it's coming from the inner work and Gemini together towards the moon. We're going to see all those energies that all of a sudden comes in and put everything in synchronicity that tells you you can fix yourself. Okay? You can fix yourself. And this is about the 8 o'clock. We're going to see some later on at 9 o'clock, the that energy is going to be coming in as that inner work is going to be at Cancer, and it's going to be trining Venus, the North Node, and Mercury is going to put a lot of positiveness in there. Ascendant, it's going to be at Libra, that it's going to put in trine towards Pluto. It's going to be sextiling Lilith, Lilith sextiling Pluto, Pluto sextiling Saturn and Neptune, Saturn and Neptune sextiling Uranus. As you see it, they're all coming and line up in there. As you are able to understand the power of the relationships and transformations in there, that it's coming in with this energy. Okay. All right. 10 o'clock, of course, old patterns, old things, and family. That's because between the previous hour and right now at 10 o'clock. So probably we're talking about like 9:30ish in there. That energy of the ascendant be in Libra, with the inner work has been in Capricorn, in Cancer, and the moon has been in Capricorn, in Chiron in Aries, is going to be asking cardinal changes is needed. The first change, it's first inner child. You're going to be able to do the work with the universe, because right now the moon is 25 degrees. It's only like 2 degrees away from being exact trine with Uranus. You begin to feel it like, I need to look at somewhere else up. I was talking about this before, about in my spiritual channel in there, about the twin flames, because the twin flames journey just ending. It's kind of like a coming to a dead end, to a street with no exit. And that is about one thing. People think that there is no exit until they figure it out. They need to look up. And this is what actually is going to happen. People is going to be looking up to the stars for guidance, as it's been since day one, as they knew the destiny is written in the stars. Okay. All right. And 11 o'clock, of course, the divine is going to have some, again, fingers into this. It's going to be this finger of God there, right there, that it's going to be between Saturn, Neptune, and now we have a vertex united with Uranus. The things beginning to be opened, and now spirit and material world come together into the relationship. And that is the two main things for the proper relationships. Okay? That is the two main things I spoke about yesterday. Trying to bring the heavens on earth, it has to go through Libra, because that spirit in Pisces, it goes into Libra, and from Libra, it's going back into Taurus. It is about the Jacob's ladder. So go and study Jacob's ladder. That's what that is all about. Yachts are like a ladder. They're starting it from here, going to the relationship, and it's coming back right here. Okay? Now, with this divine's energy, this big blue line is here, and there is the moon. Okay? That is where the intuition is going to be seeing it. I can go in these red lines. I can go to these red lines. But in order for me to get there, I have to listen carefully here. Okay? All right, guys. So that's what it was, the astrogravitational report. And I'm going to give you February 15th, 7 o'clock in the morning. All right? Mars is going to be in the ascendant. And the moon, it's at 0 degrees, 23 minutes in Aquarius. Now it's time to get these transformations that needs to be going on. Very beautiful energy with Uranus, very beautiful energies with Saturn and Neptune. And with that being said, the things is about to change. Very, very beautiful. If you are having your antennas out, means pay attentions of what the universe trying to tell you with the things that goes on around you. All right, guys. All right, and with that, I want to wish you happy Valentine's Day. You need to understand that Valentine's Day, it's a very, very beautiful day, but I'm a Bulgarian and I'm not much into that. I love to celebrate Valentine's Day, don't get me wrong. But in a side note, we have a very beautiful holiday who is also connecting with love. There was this guy who was going and he was cutting the vines so the vines can have a better wine. Okay, usually right now it's the cutting time for the vines, but he saw this beautiful woman and he's lost his mind. So when he lost his mind, he got pretty much drunk. And this is why we have our holiday. It's called Trifon Zarezan. So you were so much in love that you got drunk. Okay? But that's about it. All right, guys. That doesn't mean Dio's gonna get drunk. Don't get that into your heads. All right, guys. I want to say thank you so much for coming, for the clicks, the likes, the share, the subscribes. If you like to support the channel, you can always donate it to buy me a coffee or through a PayPal. And I wish you much, much love. And I'm sending much love to my lovely darling that is always next to me. All right, guys. Much love.